What's going on, everybody? Tywin here, bringing you my predictions for what I think they're going to put into Infinity Blade 3. The first thing that I'm fairly certain, I'll be very surprised if they don't include this in Infinity Blade 3, are staffs. They introduced the heavy class into Infinity Blade 2, the heavy and dual classes. But I think we're going to see another class either to replace heavy or to just add on to the classes, and I think that's going to be the staff. You fight a lot of staff wielding titans, but we've yet to be able to wield a staff ourselves. But as we see at the end of Infinity Blade 2, Issa comes on screen with a staff. So I think, one, we're going to be able to use staffs, and two, at least part of the game will be played by Issa. Even if it's just the tutorial, part of the game will be played by Issa, which will help introduce you to the staff class. That is my guess. The other thing that I hope, and I'm pretty sure they'll do in Infinity Blade 3, is if they keep the heavy class there, I think they're going to iron out the bugs in the iron class, which will mean they're going to probably make it actually more powerful. It's not as powerful damage over time wise as dual. I think they're going to make it more powerful. I think they're going to get rid of the slow motion glitch. They're going to make the combo slash one gem, or combo slash plus one gem, actually register damage on the second slash. They're going to probably eliminate the glitch where you can do the combo slash one dance, and they're going to make it a little faster. That's my prediction for the heavy class. The dual class, I think it's going to remain the same as it is in Infinity Blade 2. It's the most polished class in Infinity Blade 2, so I don't think they're going to change that at all. The light class, though, I think they're going to make it a little faster, more akin to how it was in Infinity Blade 1. Infinity Blade 2, it just feels a little sluggish for some reason, and I think they're going to make that a little faster. Otherwise, the light class will remain largely the same. And then the new class, the staff class, which I think they're going to include, will be, I think will somehow be a mixture of heavy and dual somehow. I think you're going to be able to block with the staff, maybe only one direction, block in the middle with the staff, and then dodge to the left and right. Something to that effect, where it's going to be another class where you can block and dodge. Otherwise, it's going to be set up like the dual class, which would be all dodge, except you get a heavy weapon type weapon. So, I think I would probably prefer if staff was set up like dual, where you can duck and dodge both directions, but then it did the power of the heavy class. That's what I would hope to see in a staff class. Something powerful like the heavy class with the added three-way directional dodge of the dual class. That would be my preference for the staff wielding class. The other thing I'm predicting for Infinity Blade 3 is an improved magic system. Magic, especially in Infinity Blade 2, really becomes obsolete after like 200 SP points into magic. And really, the bulk of the users end up not using magic, especially the ones that get really experienced with dual. But even on heavy, I don't use magic, because once you're very experienced and you have the stat points to take out an enemy, you don't get hit very often, and you don't the magic doesn't do much to help you attack them, and you don't need the health points. So a lot of players end up just not even bothering with magic. So I think that they're going to tweak the magic class to make it a little more powerful, make it so people actually want to use it, and make it so it doesn't sorry, I lost my train of thought. Make it so it doesn't become obsolete at high levels, which it is right now. So improved magic class, the dual wielding, or not dual wielding. So let's start over. I think staff class introduction, Issa as a playable character, tweaked heavy class system, and an improved magic class system. Things that I think they're going to keep the same, even if people don't like it. The parry system in Infinity Blade 2, I think they're going to keep that the same in Infinity Blade 3 to keep it more accessible to everybody, not just the hardcore players. The weapon mastering system has been basically the same in both games, so they're not going to change that at all. There will be negative rebirths as some update in Infinity Blade 3. And of course, they'll probably introduce some new weapons, armors, and some new Deathless to fight. I think we're going to find out more about the Blade Masters. The Worker will actually be a boss that you have to fight. And Raedriar and Cyrus will have another duel for the fates, so to speak, at some point in the game. Though I don't think the God King, I don't think Raedriar will be the final boss this game. I think it's more likely to be the Worker is the final boss. Or, in a twist, you play as Issa in the tutorial, Raedriar in the main game, and then you take on either the Worker or Cyrus turn full Alsar as the final boss, which we'll have to see how Alsar/Cyrus gets out of the soul cell, but I'm pretty sure that Chair will find a way to explain how they get out of the soul cell. So those are my predictions for Infinity Blade 3. I'll just run them down with you quick. Issa as a playable character, the heavy class will be tweaked, the magic system will be improved, the combat will more or less stay the same as far as parrying, mastering weapons, and New Game Plus will all remain the same formula, but they will introduce as a new class the staff weapons. And the staff weapons will likely be a combination of dual and heavy, in the fact where you can block in the middle and dodge on the sides, or you'll have three-way directional dodging, but you'll just be wielding a staff instead of dual blades. Those are my predictions for Infinity Blade 3. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give it a like. If you have some of your own predictions, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll discuss them with you. Or hit me up on Twitter, TywinTheVile. You can tweet at me all the time. I respond usually within a day or sooner if you want a question answered or you just want to chat. Twitter is the best way, although I will respond to comments. Remember to subscribe to my channel and check out my other great videos. And until next time, this is Tywin. Peace.